Hello, I'm William Lassiter. I'll be taking you through a discussion of one of the oldest manuscripts, one of the oldest pieces of literature in English literature, the poem of Beowulf. Beowulf is a work written sometime around the 10th century. The manuscript that we have was written in the 10th century. The poem was probably a lot older than the 10th century, and it was written by an anonymous poet in England. The manuscript that we have now is in the Cottonian Library in England, and it's written in Old English. If I could explain that for just a minute, our language took on three different stages. There was Old English, Middle English, and Modern English, which is what we speak. Old English is primarily a language that's closely associated with Germanic and has a lot of German elements. And probably reading it, you would probably not be able to understand a great deal of it now because it is very different or removed from our current English. Nevertheless, that style of speaking was considered to be English. It's the first form of English. It's a melding of the Danish language with the Romanized Celtic language of Britain itself. This poem was written in Old English, and it tells the tale essentially of one man who overcomes various challenges that threaten his own life. And by facing those challenges and by defeating evil when he finds it, he himself becomes a glorious warrior, a warrior worthy of note, a good konig, as the language tells us, a good king. So without any further ado, here is one of the oldest and probably the greatest of the poems in the English language, the poem of Beowulf.